it seems like the good old Hassan gang is back at it again with some more bull. So today we're just going to be watching this video by morepegasus, because morepegasus is the GOAT when it comes to this type of thing. And we're going to see what they're up to now. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to find out, and I'm then going to give you my opinion on it and my take. And honestly, for those of you that saying it doesn't matter, why am I covering this stuff? It does matter. This affects Twitch, and this affects content creation as a whole. This is going to set a precedent, and I don't think a lot of you understand that. I think a lot of you are too busy trying to give a man with erectile dysfunction some gluck. And I don't think it's going too well for him because, you know, as we all know, Hassan can't get it up. So, anyway, enough about Hassan. Let's get on to the video.
Welcome back to a series so overpowered, even Goku subscribed. And today
I've been watching more Dragon Ball. And yeah, alright. morepegasus got me in the first fucking 5 seconds. God damn, dude.
Today's video. Hassan is now complaining about his bad reputation and the fact that he's associated with Asmongold. Local
What the
Hassan
fuck?
orbiter, Denims, has completely lost it. She's now posing with images of the bad German guy. Asmongold has called me out for my YouTube clickbait. Tectone has reacted to my so-called face reveal and has roasted me. Local Mensa scholar
What the fuck?
XQC has also called out a bunch of people. Subscribe to be blessed with—
This is like, I said it last episode, this is like that scene in the Avengers where like everybody fucking pulls up and like at the very end to fight Thanos. That's like what's happening right now. Like all the creators are finally coming together and are like, fuck this guy, fuck these orbiters, and actually fucking doing something. Are you screaming DJ Toenail? I haven't edited that video yet though, Shark. I'm editing a different one first.
with the best luck in all of human existence. Pegasus approved.
Let's up
Those numbers!
Let's begin with Hassan.
Shark, you fucking coming into my chat and fucking saying that when I was drinking last night. I started with a full bottle. And that was just for while I was playing like League. I played like 5 games and I was like, I'm too drunk, I'm going to bed. But it is what it is, right? Anyway, continuing.
Crying once again. This time he's mad about his reputation. Hassan compares his reputation online to mainstream media, concludes that he needs to—
He has done everything wrong in terms of his reputation and optics. Like, everything he has done has been so detrimental to the fucking, to his entire personality. Brother can't beat the mango, failed Aussie. Hey, I don't like making jokes about people who have got like addiction issues and stuff like that, like Mango, who is struggling with alcohol and trying to a recovering addict. I will never make fun of that because at the end of the day, I've been through that and I know how hard it is and how difficult it is, especially when you have people like Ludwig around who are trying to just get you to revert back to your old self. And that's why I had to cut off a lot of people in my life because they just kept bringing me back to my old self, my old risk-taking, going out every night, probably beating Mango in like alcohol, like in blood level on a daily. Like I was bad. I was really bad. I was finishing a bottle of Jim Beam every day when I woke up and then I'd go get bottles of wine to get me through the rest of the day. Like I used to be really bad with alcohol and that's why like I'm always like always more when it comes to addiction and stuff, I'm always a lot more caring about the issue and always going to take a little bit more time to try to understand. I'm stealing your bottles. No, I got to find a Snapchat or a photo I took like years ago where it was just like a table and it had like, I think it was like something like 30 wine bottles on it, 4 like goon bags, and then like, I think it was like a few bottles of Jimmy, some Little Fat Lamb, which is just like distilled wine. It was bad. But anyway, I think that I hope Mango wish Mango the best in his recovery, and hopefully he is able to overcome this. And I really hope that, despite what Ludwig has done and how it has affected his career, I really do hope Mango can make a comeback and hopefully he can get this under control because it is such a sad situation. Anyway, continuing on.
do more PR.
It's just fake outrage though. So I need to do more PR. And like by that I mean not PR in like the real media space, because like in mainstream media I have a pretty decent
You never beat addiction. You just stop it from controlling your life. Yeah, you're 100% right. Like, I can't sit here and say I'm not still addicted to alcohol. I'm still not addicted to fucking the substances I used to abuse. Because at the end of the day, if somebody pulls out a plate with a line of whatever that I used to take, I'm still going to do that now. I have no control over it, over that part of it. Like, I will still always say yes to it. I will not go out of my way to get it. I will never pay for it. I'll never put myself in debt or like do anything like that. I would never pay for anything along those lines again, unless it is like my legal medication. But if somebody offers it up to me, I can never say no. I have tried, but I just cannot say no. My brain always goes, do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. And I always just end up doing it. And so, yeah, I do agree with that. It is, I've gotten better over the years and made it so the alcohol specifically, because that was one of my worst, was alcohol. I specifically controlled my drinking and made it so I've cut back like I used to do. Like I said, I'd be drinking 1 to 2 bottles a day. Now I don't drink at all. And if I do, it's usually for an event stream or something like that. Like, I don't just sit here drinking a bottle alone like I used to. And to me, that is progress. And I hope Mango, like I said, can get better control over his addiction, has a good and solid support network of people around that are going to help him through this tough time. I really do hope that. Anyway, continuing on.
A tremendous number of articles that people write about me, and it's awesome, and it's great. You know, shouts out the mainstream news. But I need to do PR in the internet space, because there are a lot of like random content creators who just get all of their information from like Reddit. So if you were to just look at Reddit, or if you were to look at just like controversy, I feel like the way I'm perceived in this in the sphere of influencers is like dramatically different than the way I'm perceived in the adult politics world.
Yeah, the reason why that is, wait. So he thinks that I need to just hear that again. That is like top tier delusion.
Information from like Reddit. So if you were to just look at Reddit, or if you were to look at just like controversy, I feel like the way I'm perceived in this in the sphere of influencers is like,
just look at your chat for 5 fucking seconds. Read your chat for 5 to 10 seconds and see why you are the biggest fucking joke in the fucking internet. And why it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get good PR on the internet, because everyone knows you're a delusional terrorist sympathizer that's been to a Diddy party and a brothel. So at the end of the day, there's no amount of good PR. Like, you'll need fucking Trump's PR guy, and he isn't doing too well right now. So I'm like, there is nothing Hassan can do at this point to save himself. He has gone too far. He has doubled, tripled, quadrupled, fucking however many numbers down, and I don't think there is any coming back from this. I think he has cooked himself. He's realized he's cooked himself, and now he's trying to find a way out of the cooking because he's stuck in the oven. That was a really bad. He's stuck in the fire. I apologize. That was not my intent.
Dramatically different than the way I'm perceived in the adult politics world, right? It almost feels like these are 2 alternative realities. Now, obviously, for my audience,
I just want to point out, he's talking about like big mainstream media, and how they've depicted him and stuff. But I can't find news supporting terrorists. Oh. So I can't find the article anymore. It was like, I think maybe it was CNN actually. But they were basically discussing how a post was made about him that was like, oh, you know, he's doing all this, he's like he's what is it? The right wing in the left mind in a MAGA body. I think that was the article. Son Piker, a progressive mind in a MAGA body. This is, so the New York Times came out with this, right? This fucking registered user. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying to read about fucking dickhead. And then I think CNN Hassan Piker terrorist. Was it the New York Post? I can't find it at this point in time, unfortunately. So we're just gonna continue with the video.
It's like mainstream news is way more important, but it does annoy me sometimes when I have like this notion.
Hassan, you don't need to do PR. You just need to stop.
New York, more like shit media. That's not even biased. They just suck. I know the history started with a cricket game or some shit. Oh yeah, no. I do not control any of the. I do not support any of the mainstream media sites or anything like that. But Hassan is trying to say that the mainstream media supports him when they were calling him a terrorist supporter on the news not long ago. Like, I swear it was on CNN or something. Like, they were literally, like, calling him out for having a terrorist on his stream, and that the New York Times would write an article about him despite him doing this. I remember watching a video and reading some shit about it. I cannot find the clip now. Anyway, continuing on.
Literal terrorists.
Yeah.
It's not very hard to do. You just need to stop giving love hearts to a guy who brags about literally bombing ships. A guy who poses in front of a hijacked ship.
That is insane. That is insane. This image alone is fucking... Wait. This image alone is fucking crazy. This alone should be enough to get you permanently fucking banned on all social media platforms and fucking banned, and on a watch list for fucking life. Maybe if it wasn't just him showing a photo, but it's this photo, then Hassan giving him a love heart, and then Hassan, oh, this is a terrorist, by the way. This is a Hamas terrorist that Hassan had on his stream and said he's like Luffy and supports him 10 toes down. Or a Houthi terrorist. And he's standing in front of a ship that they captured and like took he does look different, yeah. But thank you for Rashad Al-Haddad, yeah. Thank you for your support of Palestine. As ways of supporting Palestine without supporting terrorism.
In front of a hijacked ship.
Those people are dead. Oh yeah, those people are dead.
Literally printing it out
yep.
and thanking you. No.
And yeah, he literally, and then look at this. I was about to pull this up. I was literally about to say this. He then threatened H3's life. And this is somebody that Hassan supports 10 toes down, you know, thinks he's Luffy, we heart what you're doing. Fucking get out of here. Imagine that. Imagine saying that I heart what Hitler's doing. Imagine saying that. Oh my God. I can't wait for that to get clipped out of context too. But like at the end of the day, the people that are glazing him just cannot fucking see reality. They think these guys are freedom fighters. They're terrorists. The only difference between terrorists and freedom fighters is freedom fighters actually care about the lives of innocents. Terrorists don't give a shit and look at innocents as collateral damage. These guys are terrorists because innocents are collateral fucking damage to them.
To mention, this guy's also threatening to kill Ethan Klein on Twitter. How is this hard to understand that this type of stuff will destroy your PR? Also,
yeah,
said that
who would have thought?
Random content creators all get their info from Reddit. No, we don't get our info from Reddit. We literally get it straight from your mouth, straight from your clips.
They are anti-freedom, and that makes my American blood boil. I'm not going to comment on America and freedom, but anyway.
You do fully in context. This isn't Redditors making up conspiracy theories. These are things that you have actually done. Mr. Hezbollah is my favorite flag. Doesn't understand.
Yeah, he said, like oh my God, terrorist flag is his favorite.
There's a difference in perception between mainstream media and the internet space, which is basically the rest of the internet. And let me just explain that one. The reason for that difference is that a bunch of people actually agree with your extreme terrorist support, right? Including some mainstream media as well. I mean, we have hack journalists like Taylor Lorenz, you know, your number one simp, thinking that everything you do is just perfect. Meanwhile, regular people see that you're completely insane, and hence the difference. Yeah. Now, this next part really shows how affected he is by this because...
Who's this guy? What do you mean? Wait. She has a hard time joking him off.
That even his
I just fuck. I'm sorry. I keep my chat
associate with him.
This the idea of like how I'm perceived by adults who in the political world versus how I'm perceived by like my immediate fucking peers in the Twitch sphere that only look at like only associate my content with like drama that other people are trying to constantly create around me is fucking annoying. And
people aren't creating drama around you. You're creating drama around yourself, you fucking retard.
I gotta fix that. You need to be like Uncle Sam and not be aware of anything on the internet. Yeah, but the problem is like I'm also very online. I'm a lot more online than Uncle Sam is. You've done so many less collabs with your friends so far, and it sets back the PR. I know. Delete Twitter. No, you don't understand. One thing you really need to do is stream on YouTube as well. Yesterday, you tripled majority report viewer count in YouTube. That's an entire audience you haven't tapped into. That's true.
Oh no, your friends are starting to see that you're an absolute extremist freak. Let's all feel bad for the poor terrorist supporter, guys.
He's losing his friends.
Feel bad for the guy who literally laughs at babies in coffins, by the way. Also, did he just admit that he's terminally online? I mean,
yes,
no wonder he has all these insane opinions. Nobody who spends time in the real world actually comes up with this shit. Also, like,
I'm terminally online as well, and I'm not fucking this batshit. I know the difference between right and wrong. Like, I don't fucking understand. I mean, I say I'm terminally online, but I still fucking like, you know, I go out every morning, get my coffee, I fucking spend time with my partner. Like, so I guess I'm not really that bad.
Let me tell you why the number of collabs with his so-called friends is reducing. First off, half these people are not your friends. They just happen to be other streamers and they want to use your clout and you want to use them as well. It is just a convenient business.
I'm terminally online more than anyone here and I don't pull this shit. Yeah, fair. Like, it's not an excuse. You know what I mean? Him trying to say, oh yeah, terminally online, that's why I've got all these takes. Like, no, that's not why he's got all these fucking stupid takes. He's just got stupid takes because he's a retard. Wait, where were we?
And because content creators live in a totally separate.
Let me tell you why the number of collabs with his so-called friends is reducing.
I ain't got nowhere to go. I feel that, Shock. I feel that.
First off, half these people are not your friends. They just happen to be other streamers and they want to use your clout and you want to use them as well. It is just a convenient business relationship. But even now, that is falling apart because you're starting to affect their sponsors and their reputation. I mean, look at Trash Taste. He's banned from that podcast, basically. Look at Ludwig.
Ooh,
he's getting torched for ever speaking out against Hassan. I mean, he didn't even do that. He just supported Ethan. Look at Emiru and Extra Emily having to avoid him while walking around an event for their sponsors. And we all know why he won't like stream on YouTube, right? He's going to get obliterated here. I mean, I have 3 times his influence here on YouTube and I'm a slop tuber. So how the heck is he possibly going to compete? Now, after this, he finds some way to bring up Asmongold, you know,
of course,
rent-free.
Or Israel-Palestine. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like most people just like associate me with like Asmongold and shit. And because content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence than like normal human beings do. Content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence where all they care about is content. So their association with what I do is not necessarily about like the impact of what I do or what.
No, I care about the impact of what you're fucking doing. I don't care about the content I'm getting out of this or that I'm getting more views from fucking making this type of content. I care because this is going to affect all creators on all streaming platforms and it's going to set a precedent because this guy has just supported terrorism, has broken TOS, Twitch hasn't done anything about it, and they've just allowed him to fucking run rampant with his fucking toxic and radicalized community. Like, what do you mean? This is setting a horrible precedent for all creators and for all streamers in the future if this isn't dealt with properly and appropriately. And I don't think people understand that. And I don't think Hassan fucking understands that. I don't think he can understand a fucking thing that isn't fucking, this is my opinion, and if you don't agree, you're wrong. Like, holy shit, dude. You're gonna fuck it up for everybody. This one dude is gonna fuck up streaming for everybody. React streams, fucking music, DMCA, everything is gonna get fucking so tight. Ads are gonna be fucking tight. People are gonna be losing money. They're gonna be losing revenue. All those streamers, like, you know, the big streamers will be fine. But those, like, middle ground streamers that are sort of trying to break through, that are relying on Twitch ad revenue and subs and all that stuff, guess what? They're gonna have to fucking either multi-stream or put the fries in the bag, bro, because there's not going to be an option to get ad revenue. You're not going to be making enough money of it because no advertisers are going to want to fucking touch Twitch. And that's just a fact. Why would you want to touch a platform that allows one of its largest streamers to openly support terrorism and have a terrorist on their site while it is being streamed live? Like, it is just insane to me how people aren't realizing the effect and the precedent this is going to set.
Matters or anything like that. Their association with what I do revolves around, oh, he's just doing content, but his content is toxic because it invites a lot of like toxic backlash and toxic feedback from other very toxic content creators who are like constantly harassing people. So like the average person,
it's your orbiters, bro. It's Hassan's orbiters that are the ones harassing people. What the fuck? Oh my god. And you wonder why you have no fucking friends anymore.
Analysis on like what I do is not like, oh, this is a political content creator, he's like somewhat serious, he's like doing activism or whatever, and it's just like I do fun collabs and memes, he does politics. Like that's his content, right? They just see like they think like my content is basically toxic, and they don't understand.
It is.
They just don't understand me, guys.
I don't understand.
You live in a different plane of existence. How does this guy say that the average person's analysis is dumb, but my analysis, it is just perfect? You know, my analysis is just the best. The average person you see, they're just too stupid to see the truth. They actually need to watch my streams 10 hours a day.
There's some fake ass motherfuckers. I mean, he's all got fake ass motherfuckers that are just trying to ride his erectile dysfunctional dick. Like, that's the reality of it. And like, I don't understand. Like, I could understand maybe a few years ago, like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say he isn't like an attractive looking male. He is quite attractive. I'd fuck him. I'd make him my bitch, but I'd still fuck him. Like, you know, but I'd make him fucking like not talk the entire time. I wouldn't want to hear his voice. Otherwise I would just kill my boner instantly. Like, I don't want to fucking hear him. He needs a fucking gag in his mouth. That's it. That is the only condition I would have if I were to fuck him. But yeah, other than that, I have no idea what people see in him. He hasn't got a brain. He hasn't got fucking anything else going for him. And yeah, it's astounding. And his tiny head. That's coming from me. I've got like a big head.
All day, every day, and get actively lobotomized.
Let's say I'm chilling with you, and I'm not nearly as interested in the political sphere.
But obviously,
no, 100%. Like, yeah, you're still riding by me, and you know what my political takes are. You know, like, what I'm going to be getting into when I start diving more into politics, and you're still just deciding to stick around when a lot of other people have actually already told me, hey, I don't really want to associate with you like on stream because of the content you're making. And I'm like, damn. All right, okay, that's fine, I guess. I really don't give a shit because, like, it just shows how spineless people are. Like, you're not someone I want around from the start if you're not actually going to be there to support me and, like, shit like that. And I understand, like, I don't think I've got takes that are necessarily that toxic or that bad. I feel like I've got some pretty common sense fucking takes most of the time. Violence bad, terrorism bad, supporting terrorism bad. Like, it's not fucking rocket science, dude. But because I am covering these sensitive topics, you know, I know that, like, the moment I bring up anything to do with how I feel about Israel, I'm going to get labeled an anti-Semite, I'm going to get labeled a racist, I'm going to get labeled all these fucking things. The reality is, I have no problem with the Israeli people. I have a problem with the Israeli government. But anyway, I'm not talking about that one today.
In the normal sphere, in the normie sphere, like, I go outside all the time. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, that's a bit contradictory. I thought you just said you were, like, terminally online.
Yeah, wait.
Anyways, he does actually go outside, guys, but it's usually to rile up his extremist supporters or to attend face parties with people decades younger than him. Just to rock up and be like, hey, guys, I'm actually richer than all of you. How do you do, kids? Does that make
I love seeing this meme passed around about Hassan because it's so fucking true. yeah, I know. It's so good. I know, you sent me this yesterday as well. It's fucking peak. Yeah, I'm already aware I have different opinions too, so no point in not. Yeah, exactly. We're two people that, like, are able to, like, actually talk about things and, like, come to, like, yeah, like, I sometimes will get heated in arguments and shit like that because I get very passionate, but it's never like an aggression or anger towards you. It's just like it's just me being passionate about debating and me, like, wanting to, like, push my point across. But at the same time, I always, like, will play devil's advocate and, like, listen to your points and, like, take in your points and be like, oh, okay, actually, no, yeah, you're right. Let me change how I'm thinking with this new information you've given me. That's what I like about our dynamic is you're able to keep me updated and inform me about things that I don't necessarily know about, like American politics and what happens with the nitty gritty in America, which I really do appreciate. And politics is about respect. That's what people seem to fucking forget. You want to have a fucking conversation with someone about politics? Keep it fucking respectful. It's not hard, man. It really isn't hard. I'm happy to talk to anybody about politics as long as they keep it respectful and as long as they try to, like, actually have proper arguments. They're not using fucking straw man arguments. They're not trying to put words in my mouth. If they ain't doing that shit, I'm happy to argue about anything, dude. I love arguing. I love debating. It is so much fun. You can call me the master debater. Without respect, it's nothing more than a coliseum. Dude, you are so right. Slap that on a fucking t-shirt. Politics without respect is nothing more than a fucking coliseum. It is just an all-out fucking fiesta about who can scream the loudest. And that's very unfortunate. But what are we going to do when we have people like Hassan leading the charge for that, hey? Thank you. That was a very good clip. That was an insane clip. I'm a masturbator. Same, Shark. Same. Don't worry.
Make me cool. I don't know why he's had this sort of breakdown here. I assume that he got a little shunned at that party and he felt like dejected or something. Because this guy came out of nowhere. Because usually he's fine with his reputation. Just, you know, it's been shit for years. It's like not a new thing. I guess it's been particularly escalating recently. Then once again, he talks about the ever-present slop tubers.
Oh my god.
There are no issues with like the way people perceive me in public. I have no issues with that at all. I'm very happy with that. A lot of people that know you but never watch you assume you are a drama guy because that's all they've seen. Yeah. Why do people online think you're insincere? Because I think a lot of people assume that everyone, like every content, it's a projection. Content creators themselves are projecting where they're like, oh, this guy can't possibly care about this shit. He's simply talking about it because he wants to make money. Because I think they're insincere and they don't have like a political project that they care about personally. Understandably, not many people do in the content creator sphere, especially because like they see politics as unnecessarily divisive. They think, well, you know, Republicans buy sneakers too. That's the mentality that a lot of people have. It's like, why would you cut into your audience like that? And a lot of people just like get their gear, like get their information from like a lot of these you know, apolitical drama focused people, and those guys are always saying like, oh, this person must be insincere, he can't possibly believe the things that he is speaking about.
Dude, I swear this guy's never gonna say my name. I know he did this with us as well, and honestly it's a smart strategy because, you know, if he ever says anything, I'll just make like 50 videos off of that. Instead he uses
the moment he says any of these slop, like I don't fucking think there's an issue with slop tubers, but the moment he says anything about these slop tubers or their names, what happens is his fans will go and check out these people to go hate raid them, potentially watch one of their videos as like out of hate and out of spite, and then realize, oh shit, this guy's actually making some really solid points. What the fuck? And then Hassan's gonna get like, he's gonna start losing his community. It's why he won't do it. It's literally why he won't do it. Sorry. I went to Hassan's Twitch just to pull it up, just because I wanted to see how his chat was. And it isn't looking too bad, but I want to see what happens if I just say the word. I'm not following him. I'm not doing that. Sex appeal Hassan. Are you kidding? This is so. Just fucking why don't you, G's? Yeah, so it just seems like it's a bunch of fucking gooners. Add Hassanam. I still thinking about that comedy. Yeah, that comedy, bro, was so good. Yeah, I just wanted to pull this up quickly, see what's actually like going on and whatnot. But yeah, it isn't as bad as usual today. But who knows what he's actually doing? Trying to. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get out of that because I don't want to give him any more average viewers. Not that he fucking needs it, but anyway, let's continue.
Slop tubers. Now, occasionally he'll be talking about like Asmongold or Tectone, but usually he just says their name. He just says Asmongold, right? Also, Asmongold,
yeah, it's because they're bigger than him.
Political now.
It's because Asmon and Tectone are bigger than him, so his community probably already knows about them. So it doesn't matter. because his community will already have these formulated opinions about Asmon and about Tectone, whereas when it comes to like Nux, Sensitive Society, morepegasus, all those guys, Quintheo, all the fucking like actual, call them slop tubers all you want. I think it's the best way of getting news because they are very, like morepegasus, I've watched pretty much all of his videos, very unbiased, shows the full clips, gives the context, doesn't just play a clip and be like, Hassan is this, Hassan is that, actually gives the fucking context, which is something that people seem to miss a lot of. The context matters. Want to know what's crazy? On my Twitch account, I was following him. I don't even remember doing that because I only watch Friend. That's weird.
So when he says apolitical, drama-focused creators, who could that possibly be talking about? Like, no idea, guys. No idea. Who would have thought even Hamas Piker is a fan of the series? Hit subscribe, buddy. I know you're...
I'm not left-wing. I'm not right-wing. I'm whatever wing is going to fucking take off the fucking 1% that's shitting on us from above. Everyone's too busy looking left and right. They can't look up. Put that on my fucking tombstone. Y'all motherfuckers arguing about ideology while the richest cunts in the world are still shitting on you and just using you, and you're just there fucking for all these fucking billionaires that couldn't give a shit about you. Like, oh my god.
Watching, leaving a dislike on every single video. Guys, we gotta counteract that. Like the video. It's almost like the series is so legendary, nobody can stay away. The entire world is watching. We got the drama frogs. We got the streamers. My enemies and allies alike. Yo mama is watching. Everybody, dog.
I told you, this is the Avengers.
Cinema. Now, he said that, you know, these people don't have a political project that they care about, but that's not the issue here. The issue is that your quote-unquote political project is fucking insane. I believe the Houthis are doing a good thing.
10 toes down. They are on the morally right side.
Nice political project, man. I wonder why nobody likes this guy. This surmises him perfectly. Normal people don't think about PR, they're just themselves. He's synthetic and thinks that things like this matter when he could just be a good person and not an extremist. And to be clear, I'm not saying don't support Palestine. Support Palestinian people without supporting literal terrorism. This is impossible to do, actually. Remember, this is what Ethan did, and he got absolutely discounted by that entire group and bullied and harassed. Yes, you have a PR team that gets fluff pieces written for you. If you just came out and said, I don't support terrorists anymore, probably no one would hate on him anymore. I mean, it would have to be pretty genuine, though. It's so frustrating being associated with Asmon when all I wanted to do is talk about Asmon and every topic. Kills me how this dude constantly talks shit on Asmon. Yeah, Asmon has never said anything bad about Hassan and actually praises him for how hard he's worked to get where he is. All Asmon does is call out Hassan for his BS. I definitely think Asmon is more responsive. He's been very charitable.
See, it's just like nobody had held Hassan accountable for however long, for how many years. And now people are actually holding him accountable for his bullshit. And he doesn't know what the fuck to do.
To Hassan for a very long time, and it's only now that he has to. I mean, you got to respond to someone calling you, you know, PDF file, mother killer, random bullshit. Anyways, moving on to female Hassan, aka Denims.
Hassan
Apparently
with
she
tits.
has completely lost her mind after getting sued by Ethan. So Denims tweeted, "Getting sued for copyright infringement, so time to slut it up, I guess, lol." And then she's posted this picture, and then we got this page which we'll be looking at.
Oh my god!
Right? And then we got this other picture. So let me get this straight. Your response to being sued for copyright is to release a
Limpress, Jesus Christ, I've seen my little cousin on
described slutty picture posing with literally bad German man. Also, this is the picture she's holding, not really winning the I swear I'm anti-Zionist, not anti-Semitic battle with this one. And it's literally Hitler. Yeah, you're just not beating the anti-Semitism allegations.
She realized that her community was all, she probably already knew, her community was all Gurners, so she figured she may as well just make an OnlyFans to up her fucking numbers. Let's up those numbers! It is the best. Well, like the thing is, all she's doing is earning money to give to H3's lawyer, which is great, you know? All of these guys are so cooked. There's no way they're getting out of this. Like, they are losing this fucking case massively. And yeah, as H3 put it, thank you for giving my lawyer generational wealth as he lit that money on fire.
This is pretty disgusting, not gonna lie. Now, I guess this is to try to get money from her OnlyFans. I guess this is the only thing she can do at this point.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty desperate and pathetic if you ask me. I assume Hassan is not donated, which is why she's resorting to this. Unlucky, I guess. Then she tweets, yeah, that is a real page in the filing, by the way. For those not in the know, Ethan Klein has filed a frivolous lawsuit against me, lying, alleging that...
In every Denim viewer's house, there's a flood. All the fucking gooners that used to watch her are like finally like, oh my god, yes, now we can actually see them titties. And like, she's mid at best. She's not even that attractive, bro. Like what? She just looks like every other basic bitch out there.
I mean, it's pretty desperate.
New material. I don't have to look at it through her clothes. There's no more clothes. Hey Flux, how you doing today?
And pathetic, if you ask me. I assume Hassan is not donated, which is why she's resorting to this. Unlucky, I guess. Then she tweets, yeah, that is a real page in the file.
Hi, Nakama. We did watch it. You just weren't here.
Filed a frivolous lawsuit against me, lying, alleging that I ripped off his video. I've retained a lawyer, and I'm going to fight against his baseless attempt to silence me. So, did your lawyer tell you to pose with that? I'm not sure if you've actually consulted legal counsel. They would, be recommending you do that.
I don't think so either.
Not taking it seriously at all. And then we got all these degens barking respectfully. The judge will dismiss this case for being too hot. We just got a dog. I can fix her. No, you cannot. Ew, what the frick? So anyways, people responded. Leftist posing for OF with images of Hitler. Wee lad, what are we doing?
What is going on?
We just got this picture of Ethan looking mighty pleased.
For real? Damn, how much should I drink? I don't know. I went through the whole bottle. Not the whole bottle. I went through like pretty much the whole bottle last night. So that's why my stream was late today.
Online media is fascinating as people have lost sight of how they denigrate themselves. This attempts to be edgy, sexy, and defined, but it's just incoherent. Too calculated to be anything
Pig chungus.
Self-aggrandizing and craving validation from the public. That is, it ceases. I'm a fan of her political content. This pretty much tells you why out of Denims, Froggan, and Kaceytron, Denims is the only one with viewers. Despite the fact
I wonder why that is, huh? I wonder why.
That they are equally as dumb as each other. No way, don't you?
They all share a brain cell. I swear, all Hassan orbiters just share one brain cell and they have to pass it around between the fucking lot of them.
Use Patrick for this. Ay. But yeah, basically their GoFundMe
hey,
is
Flux,
not getting any donations anymore. It's completely stagnated. And yeah, it seems they're cooked. In fact, attorney Legal Mindset has put out another video about Hassan and the
Froggan ate the rest of the brains.
Exactly why all of them are screwed.
There is unanimous agreement amongst lawyers. So I have not seen a single lawyer on the internet.
I'll watch it after I finish lineup of stuff we've got.
Not one person. But the only defense I've heard of the Orbiters, and there's one, there's one minor character. He did not actually say they were going to win on the merits, from what I heard.
Love Legal Mindset.
Said was the system was broken, and it's a systemic problem, and it's not fair that people with a lot of money win. That's just being contrarian to be contrarian, and that's being emotional to be emotional. And that's not what lawyers should do.
Yeah, so basically all the lawyers are on agreement on this. It's a very easy case to win for Ethan due to them explicitly stating their intent to maliciously steal his content. And sure, Ethan might have more money to so-called game the legal system, but they also have Hassan to fight on equal ground. So they need to utilize his funds. I'm hoping all of them get at his knees, start begging him, and, really put the pressure on. I would hate for the socialists to part with any money, of course. No. Then Legal Mindset talks about
welcome to the Bozo Dojo.
Success at very well sink the creators forever. The legal funds won't help. So,
hey, Success SD, how about you suck my Success SD, motherfucker? The fuck out of here, bitch boy.
Because number one, they're probably not even enough to pay for the lawyers, and number two, even if they have a legal fund, and even if that funds their defense, and they lose, which they probably will, they're going to be done. They're going to have a lot of their assets at risk for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good for Denims, Froggan, or Kaceytron at
Because even, I don't think as well, what people aren't realizing is that the entire process is very fucking expensive. It's not just like a one and done payment. No. It is a continuous thing unless you get a fucking strip mall lawyer. Otherwise you are going to have to be paying exorbitant amounts of money for years to come, depending how long this lawsuit actually drags on for. Because Ethan could drag it on for ages just to drain them of all their fucking money. If he wanted to, he could do that. So it just depends how it gets played. I don't think these people realize how fucked they actually are and how little can actually be done, especially for those that have been deleting evidence and deleting their VODs. They are cooked. They are cooked because then it's not only copyright infringement. Now it's also them trying to hide evidence, which is a whole new can of worms. Like, oh my God. Every move these motherfuckers make is to fuck themselves over even more. It's like they shot themselves in both feet and now they're looking for another body part to shoot at and they're looking at their hand next. I swear to God. Like, I don't understand how anybody can be this retarded. Like, it takes skill to be this retarded. Holy. They should have been better off admitting the shit, paying up, and be done with it. 100%. They should have tried, like I said, they should have tried to settle for fucking, should have tried to, like, approach H Street and try to, like, come to, like, some sort of, like, fucking thing. But at the end of the day, I don't think it would have mattered because H Street is out for blood. You know? You don't threaten a man's kids. You don't threaten his family. You don't send him skulls. He is out for blood and he does not give a shit. You know? So I don't think that it is going to be settled. I think Ethan wants to fucking make sure these creators never come back. Froggan will be fine. She'll eat the court. She'll eat the court, judge, and jury. Fucking hell, man. That'd have been better. Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, if they admit to it though, and then H3 is like, nah, I don't care, then they've just admitted to it and they have to plead guilty and they're just fucked. But they already admitted to it on each of their streams, which is why he has got the basis for this lawsuit, because they were dumb enough to say on their streams, hey, we're doing this so you cannot support the actual creator, being H3.
Whatsoever.
So you're telling me they're
and they are
be
going for
even
headshots.
more broke? No way, man.
How
How
to hit the Kirby special.
Gonna buy her weed? How is Froggan gonna buy her burgers? Dude, no wonder Denims is online. That is like
they need to put a fucking flash warning for that. I don't need to fucking be blinded. Goddamn, man. Same for this. I don't want to look at this shit, bro.
Attempt to
like, I don't understand why people are gooning over her. She's so fucking mid and she's got a fucking face full of fucking makeup. Like, and I guarantee you this stream, because she's wearing a jacket, she probably had like 100 viewers. I'm gonna be real. The only reason she gets more is when she has her tits out.
Scrounge up this money for this lawsuit. This is like the last most pathetic attempt.
No personality either.
Yourself.
It's crazy.
Then he talks about Sean the Black.
Sean the Black got lucky he's a nobody. So
yeah.
Ethan Klein
had
talked about suing Sean the Black, was accused,
that is not halal,
of being a misogynist, I guess.
No, that was fucking good. That was good. That was fucking good, Nakama. You're sweet. The rule of funny, right? It's the rule of funny. If it's funny enough, I don't give a shit. I want to try to find says she only dates black men. Black men give her away. I'm trying to find the meme. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But it's basically just like a thread post where it was like, I only date, it was like this fat woman being like, I only date black people. So if you're not black, don't even try hitting me up. And then a black person replied being like, we're gonna have to pass on this one, brothers, and hand you over to the Indians. And then an Indian replied and it was like, sorry, but we're not able to do that. We're gonna have to pass you to the Muslims. The Muslims replied like, we would love to, but that's actually not halal. And so we can't. So we're gonna pass you on to the white folks. And it just kept going with like every race. It was so. I wish I could find it because the context. I cannot capture how fucking good that meme was. Yeah, but I doubt there's anyone else. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, like, if somebody gets offended, who fucking cares? That just means they're a little pussy.
Because he only sued women, so he wanted to throw Sean the Black in there. I'm going to show you one, and this is just one instance where he clearly said something very incriminating.
Bro, you can't just say, like, oh, everybody's loving it because you sent your audience to go like the video. And then, like, for the most part, people just genuinely aren't watching the video on the main video feed. You know what I mean? The only people watching the video on the video feed are the people who like the video. everybody else has decided to not give it views and watch it everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Right there, he said the magic words.
Oh my God.
Everybody else has decided to not give it views and watch it elsewhere. The only reason is because this guy has like 17K subs and this video got 8K views. That's nothing. It's not worth Ethan Klein going after him because he's really so broke and so puny. And Ethan was like, look, I've already got 3 lawsuits. I'm already, paying my lawyers enough. Do I really want to pay my lawyers another, $50,000, $100,000 to go after this extra guy?
Imagine dodging a lawsuit because H3 looked at you and went, dude, I'm not going to get any money out of you. You're a broke bitch. That's crazy. That is crazy work. That's more insulting than being fucking sued. What the fuck?
When he's kind of penniless and he's kind of a loser, he's kind of a nobody. Probably no.
Check DMs. You're so welcome.
Even Froggan and Kaceytron fall
Did you find
under
it?
that extremely irrelevant.
Oh my God, you found it. You fucking found it. This is the meme. This is the TikTok I was talking about. Oh my God. TikTok white girl gets rejected by every race. I love you, Shark. I fucking love you. This shit is peak. This is like Froggan. This is Froggan trying to get a man right here. If it wants to fucking load. We did it, boys. We ended racism.
You see this? We want this. We love this. We need this. But this, yeah, we don't need this.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
Thank you for the referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that. You could check the Asians though.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration,
it just keeps getting worse.
She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not so thorough examination as a member of the Indian community,
after a not so thorough investigation, fuck God.
We would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Gotta pass this one back to the white boys.
No.
That was peak. All right, let's get that. That was what I wanted to. That's like whenever I see Froggan, that meme is what I think of instantly.
Nobody's just like Shonda Black. In fact, the most attention and views they have ever gotten in their entire life is being in my videos. So honestly, they should be thanking me, for elevating their career. Because at least people sort of know about you now. I mean, at least for a little bit. And I think Ethan said that he just wanted to sue the people who he has a strongest case against. I mean, of course, he consulted his own team of lawyers, and that's probably the conclusion they came up with. And he wanted a complete slam dunk, right? So no room for error. Right, then he talks about Hassan pulling out his gun, and then he addresses some of the arguments people had.
Brandishing what appears to be a weapon.
Here you go, Shock. You're right.
To intimidate violates California law. 653.2.
Damn, that's crazy.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Damn, that's crazy.
If you have the intent.
So all the commenters on my previous video that were saying that I was wrong and that it was a toy, they were actually wrong. That's crazy. Imagine that. A bunch of Hassan glazers that couldn't read. That's crazy, what? Wow. All these fucking resubs. Kaizo D Wizard, retarded. Cloudy Bear, retarded. Gloctopus, retarded. Spurious News, retarded. All a bunch of fucking retards. That's crazy. Imagine if they could read or actually weren't lowering the global average IQ. We might actually get somewhere in society. Anyway.
To place another person in reasonable fear, then you publish their image, such as their digital image of that person, even a public image. This is a big deal because a lot of people think it has to be a private image. No, any digital image, even a public one, even their Facebook
I love being right all the time.
When you publish that with the intent to intimidate.
As well, the funny thing is, I studied law. I was about to become a lawyer, but I got arrested. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to law. I know how to check codes. I know how to check fucking statutes. I know how to check acts. I know how geopolitics. I know how international law works. I know how the UN works. I know all of that shit. And then these fucking retards with a fucking first grade education come in and try to comment like, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. Yeah, no, I think I know a fucking lot more than you do, you fucking fat, obese, gun-glazing, dumb cunts whose education system is lowering the global fucking average IQ. That's one of my favorite insults. Anyway, sorry to all the Americans out there that aren't and that agree with me in this situation. You know who I'm talking about. Buddy fumbled lawyerism on the last step. No. Listen, I wanted the true experience from both sides. I wanted to be the best possible lawyer I could be, so I experienced the criminal side. I was trying to be Saul Goodman, you know? Oh yeah, I sort of fucked up with that one a little bit. Anywho,
date, you violate California law. So while most people will not consider this doxing because it's public information, it is indeed criminal. Essentially, if you think about it, right, with Hassan's large audience, him pulling up a photo and going in on a guy while he's holding a gun is sending a message to his audience.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, yeah,
that is exactly what I said. You can't be doing this shit with a large radicalized audience such as Hassan's. Because at the end of the day, they're going to get ideas. They're going to fucking start taking things into their own hands and they're going to escalate things. And Hassan's just going to shift the blame on his community rather than taking any accountability for his own actions that actually caused it.
Message. I mean, Hassan's audience will take any bit of direction from their Lord and Savior Hassan and
it's a cult.
Use it as
it's a fucking cult.
Unhinged. I mean, the people we're dealing with here are completely insane on every level. They sympathize with shooters and terrorists, literally the worst people on the planet, because of some weird political motivation. It's just that sort of logic where anything is justified because XYZ, because other side did whatever. But that's not how the law works. That's not how life works. You just can't go around supporting terrorists and supporting crimes against civilians. Right, so after this, he talks about Critical pulling out his gun, and then he talks about the difference there from a legal perspective.
But if you remember, Sneeko threatened him. And Sneeko was talking about clips. He's like, oh, look at these clips. What Critical did was, you know, in true Florida man fashion, much like myself.
True Florida man.
You
Shout out,
idiot,
Shock.
These are not clips. These are mags. This is a magazine. Right? And he showed him that and he educated
Best clip of all time. Best clip of all time.
Demonstration using a weapon for reference. There was no threat there. When people say, what about Penguin Zero? What about Moist Critical? No. He didn't threaten them. He just showed that Sneeko was an idiot.
It seems like all Hassan fans have got this issue with context. They don't understand context whatsoever. Like, I don't understand how, but for them, context just doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
And didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan really wanted to act like Charlie there, pulling out some weird alpha move, but he ended up looking like the cop.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
crashing out over a guy leaving a hate comment.
Yeah,
literally ended up going after some random dude, which, by the way, still has not apologized for.
Yep.
The Legal Mindset talks about Hassan calling him a passport bro, and he talks about how Hassan has no ability to live in Asia himself.
This is Hassan with his friends on Trash Taste. So he visited Japan as a tourist. And he talked about moving to Japan. So Hassan has no ability to be a long-term resident elsewhere. His buddy Connor, Sea-Dog VA, he's a long-term resident of Japan. He's an expatriate. He works for an agency.
Hassan fans have a poll shoved so far up their asses that it messes with their brain. Well, it definitely isn't Hassan's poll because he can't get his up.
So he has a long-term work visa. He had to go through a criminal background check. He had to go through lots of other vetting by Japan. So he's good. And Japan wants him here long-term. Then we have our buddy Ramsey Khalid Ismail. So Ramsey Khalid Ismail, he came in and became
fucking jump scare from fucking Johnny Somali boys.
That became a criminal. Now Hassan is not yet a criminal, but he's only a tourist. And he will always be a tourist because of two things. First of all, his association with questionable individuals.
Yep.
So he had his global entry revoked. The one real reason why he could never make it abroad and why Hassan will have to stay in California for the rest of his days is because Japanese defamation. He would never be able to move to Japan because in Japan, defamation is both criminal and civil. And,
So if he lived in
Article
Japan, he would
230,
already be
it
fucked.
prohibits publicly defaming another person by alleging facts. So all of this streaming that Hassan does, he nonstop defames people. And there's no defense for that that's going to work for him. Because in order to defend yourself, you have to allege true facts in the public interest for the public benefit. So for example, that would be covering like a criminal case. But you do not have a right to call somebody names without a reasonable basis. Hassan will never be able to live anywhere in Asia, much less Japan.
Boom, jump scare. Okay, so obviously Japan laws are very different. I feel like Hassan would not survive a day in Japan because the defamation laws and the slander laws are so different there to the point where everything he says, he'll probably get sued for it. He'll get absolutely annihilated there.
Yeah.
And I just find it hilarious that Hassan actually thinks that he knows how Asians think in general, right? I mean, he barely knows how Americans think, but he really likes to think that, you know, he really understands the culture worldwide and stuff like that. He just assumes that 99.99% of the world agrees with his radical, like, terrorist supporting worldview, right? Now, I obviously know a little more about growing up in Asia because I did grow up here and I'm living in Singapore right now. So I've lived in Asia pretty much my entire life. I've never been to America, contrary to what some people think. I've never been to Canada either. But yeah, it's just funny for me to look at things
how nepotism
happening
is
in
this
America.
problem. Yeah,
and
literally.
then you filter it through what the reality I grew up with.
Nepo
Here, for
baby.
example, they don't tolerate
It's
any
always the
bullshit,
Nepo
right? The laws
babies.
are pretty strict. If you commit crimes, you will be held accountable.
Yeah, Singapore
You
is
don't get
fucking
to,
insane. You don't do
skirt
shit
past
in
the
Singapore.
consequences of your
You don't do
actions.
shit
And
in
when
Singapore.
I see, like, situations happening in America, I'm always like, damn, thank God I actually live in a place
Hashtag
where
make
people
a sound, bro.
enforce their laws.
Dude, we don't have to spread that hashtag. It's gonna happen in the next 2 to 3 years. Like, let's be real.
There's well-functioning society, etc.
Because
I know there's, like,
even
different
his
parts-
uncle, like the one that's funded him and bankrolled him, and how like he got that fucking Nepo head start. Even his uncle has started to be like, hey, you know, you can't be saying this shit, because he said, like, you know, the 9/11 comments and like that America deserved 9/11. Even his uncle was like called him out on it. So I think it's going to hit a point where his uncle goes, yep, not too much bad fucking PR for me. Get the fuck off. You're not getting any funding. You're fucked. You're on your own, bro. You made your bed, now lie in it. And brother, that bed is a fucking grave.
of America. Some are like way better than others. But I'm talking
Hassan into a black hole.
Hassan's neck of the woods, like I guess California or something. And I'm just saying, if Hassan was here, like supporting terrorists and stuff, bro would be cooked. All right,
Just send him to a fucking different reality, bro. Thanos snap him. I don't want him here.
There would be, you wouldn't be allowed to do the shit. I feel like, all right, I don't know the law. Obviously, I'm not well versed in all that shit, but I feel like, yeah, you might be in a little bit of trouble. At least definitely more than you are in America, where you get a little, I guess, pat on the back. You get a little slap on the wrist, detain you for 2 seconds, and then you cry about it for 500 years. Anyways, let's move on to Asmongold calling me out.
Is he done or not?
That's crazy. His idiocracy will probably fill the black hole. Yeah. That is an insane fucking insult. I mean, I think you were going to say Froggan would probably just clog the black hole as is, but like, you know. Ooh.
Like, damn, bro. This is... What we got? He's done. He's over. It's over. It's bad. He's done. Insane update. We have proof. Minus 92%. He has lost. He quit. Insane update. Wild update. There's more. He's done. He's done. Bro, I feel like, because everybody knows who this is, right? Yeah, here we go. I think that it's so shameless that it's actually become endearing. It is. It's so ridiculous and so over the top. It's gone from being cringe into being a satire of itself.
It's great. It's peak.
Funny, man.
It's
over. Yeah, it's really over. Exactly. W Pegasus. I guess so. And it's always the usual suspects. You know, it's Idubbbz, Vitali, Jack
fucking
Doherty, Hassan, Pokimane, Dream. It's all, look, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bro, Hassan's been having a bad week. And this video is actually about me, but it's about how great I am. I mean, obviously, I don't know what you would expect.
Yeah, of course. He's the most humble streamer. Like, obviously, it's about how great he is. Like, the Roach King. Come on, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is insane, man.
It's not over the top. It's not clickbait. What did I tell you guys? It's a future prediction. Pegasus is never wrong. Okay,
Nah,
this is
so
definitely
far-
not a cult, guys. It's not my fault.
So
alright?
far, Pegasus has not been wrong. He has been pretty fucking spot on with his shit. But as well, I've been fucking saying a lot of the fucking takes Pegasus has right before he says them. So, like, I pretty much agree with everything he's been saying about these issues.
I'm
like,
literally
fuck.
a fortune teller. All right, it's not my fault that I can literally see the future before it happens. All right,
Bro's
Now,
pondering
keep
his
in mind,
orb.
I am a Scorpio, so obviously, you know, that gives me special powers, right? So
Scorpio, what? That was what the random drop of him being a Scorpio? I'm a Sagittarius, so that means I'm always right. What?
You gotta consider that, take that into the equation. But obviously, Asmongold is a big fan of the series. You know, he's reacted to a bunch of videos, and you know, I show up in his homepage.
I'm a big fan of the series.
Right? So he's
I love
provided me with
morepegasus.
a lot of content, and I appreciate that. And you know, he's Hassan's #1 op. So you know, any enemy of Hassan is a friend of mine, I guess. I guess any Pegasus fan is a W automatically. All right. In fact, consider this: he's one of the biggest streamers in the entire world, and he's a Pegasus viewer. What did I ever lie, guys? It just seems that when you watch Pegasus videos, it's crazy. You just automatically start winning at life. You win at everything. Subscribe, guys. Holy shit, smash
Yes,
the like
make sure you
button.
subscribe and like. This guy's
then
goated.
Chatter calls him out.
Not gonna lie, your editors do the same shit. What do you mean? You telling me that we did the same? No,
Make sure you go like,
guys,
subscribe,
like,
and
that's
fucking.
not. And it's over. It's it's over. Asmongold. Okay, it's over. Wait. Oh my god, we do this. We actually do the same shit. We actually go and do the exact same shit.
It's because it's what works.
Man,
it's fucking stupid. But it's over. With the ... or a question mark, it's how you get the most engagement. Like if you look at some of my recent YouTube titles, you'll notice a fucking trend in how I word them, and it's because it's what works. Like, why is Twitch still not doing anything about Hassan? The future of this one wasn't great. The future of Hightail isn't up to Simon. I could have done a better title for this one. Why is everyone talking about Save Hightail? This one was fucking like really well titled. This one wasn't great titling. This one was a bit of a fucking too long. I needed to condense it down. Hassan did it again. ... The Twitch Tectone situation just got worse. ... And then these are all my old gaming contents. Which I am going to start posting more gaming content again. I'm not done with gaming. I still do game and still want to make gaming content. I just want to explore multiple avenues of content that I find interesting. So, Red check DC. One sec.
we really, but not so often. But we do it a lot, right? I mean, like, damn.
Hey, listen, it's the name of the game, all right? I'm inspiring a generation. What can I say? All right, what can I say? People are inspired by the great art, the Mozart of our generation, if I do say so myself. The Picasso, the Neil Armstrong. You know, those are some of the people I've been compared to, obviously. Now, let's move on to Tectone. He has reacted to my face reveal. By the way, guys, I did a face reveal years ago, all right? I have a main channel with double the subscriber count, 500 million views, technically like double, triple the views, and 99% of those videos are face cam. So technically, I should be well known, but apparently I have a lot of new viewers. It seems I've blown up again in a different way. I kind of stopped posting on that channel. I posted on this channel. So yeah, a lot of new people who don't know who I am. Also, the internet kind of forgets in 1 week. So if you're not relevant for a week, you're automatically forgotten.
Yep.
So again, I got to make
So I
got to
keep being consistent with my strengths.
Annoying. But don't worry, we will etch this face into every stone, into the entire galaxy, all right?
I ain't gonna lie. Bro's kind of sexy. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think morepegasus is kind of sexy.
I'm gonna be like Froggan. You look up into the sky, Pegasus face.
My taste in men is really weird. I will admit that. My taste in men is really fucking weird and all over the place. My taste in women is if it looks like they'll ruin my life, yes. Anyway.
I'm so nice and sweet, and she's just posted a selfie. No, that shit was so dumb, my camera turned on. That is a...
He has a face. I have never seen morepegasus in my entire life.
Face.
He's
That's
black.
the best reaction.
Diabolical post. I mean, after literally destroying your husband's life, destroy your career completely. Also, follow my
Dude, Mudahar Ozempic go.
Muda-
Ozempic Mudahar goes crazy. Bro.
Bro, there's no way Humpty Dumpty looking ass is talking. Dr. Robotnik looking ass.
Bro,
Execute
woman.
looking ass. Bro,
They cross the street to cross me. You mean they avoid you on the street? They cross the street to avoid you? Because that's crazy work, brother. Oh my god. Mine keep mixing in weird ways. But anyway, we're nearly done with this video.
looks like the final evolution of a hard-boiled egg. Bro's a nutritious breakfast with 13 essential vitamins. Bro is Mr. Clean if he was a streamer. Bro's barber is wanted in 17 countries. Bro's head is the 8th Dragon Ball. Bro's literally a One Piece arc. You can't make this shit up. Bro's the before picture of a hair loss ad. He's like the final boss
Why
of
is
a
he
hairline
roasting
side
him?
quest. There's just no way this guy's talking. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. My muscle up journey on Instagram. We had a 30-pound weighted pull up the other day. Man,
Oh no, it's because they're close friends. They're not close
the
friends, but they.
goal of every gym bro. Oh wait, that was actually nice. Oh shit.
I fucking love these guys' banter. It's so good.
Well, I take it all back, guys. W Tectone, W Tectone.
I take it all back.
We all
I could have edited it out of the video, but nah.
My bad. Sorry, it was like a roast reflex. You know, it just kind of activates when somebody goes after me on the internet. You know, come on. I've been on the internet for a couple of years. You gotta develop some. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, Tectone, if you're watching this. I know you are. You owe me like $100,000. By the way, how many videos have you reacted to me? Holy shit! I appreciate the support. Anyways, moving on to XQC, the greatest
what's
IQ
XQC
star
up to?
in our galaxy. Talking about Time Magazine's list.
Oh, this
of
shit
the
was
top
so dumb.
100
We went over this
influential
yesterday.
creators.
This is so
Either
dumb.
you're a leftist that propagates their views that they agree with, or you're big enough that fuck it, dude. Like we'll stick them in there for some points so we don't look like we're biased. It's what it is. It's only two things: big enough to trump your controversy, one, or two, leftist of a certain size that we agree with. That's it.
Yeah.
Name me one guy that isn't.
Every person on that list is a.
Name me one person that doesn't fit one of these two criteria, and it's list. Name me one, and we can have a debate on this. Speed fits that. Speed is of a certain size. Hassan is left is agree with it.
What the actual fuck?
Joe Rogan is of a size that
Yeah, no, he's right. Yeah, he's 100% right. Holy shit.
Like stupid PR stunts.
I didn't look at it like
Nobody
that,
should
but
really
yeah.
ever take them seriously. I mean, just having Hassan on there sort of invalidates the entire list because that's like top 10 most influential terrorist supporters, right? It's nothing to do with relevance because then you'd have to have Asmon on.
What did you just clip? I'm scared.
Out for not policing his friends for saying like words or something, and then he's also called him out before for not moderating his chat. Basically, Hassan and Pokimane always like shit on XQC, and then they expect him to just not fight back.
Saying the N-word.
Because Hassan, the problem with Hassan is that he cannot fathom the idea, right? To have a friend that he disagrees with, even partially, you have to cancel them. In Hassan's ideology,
I haven't.
He thinks that if some guy that you even know of is somewhat wrong about something, you have to cancel him. Do everything you can to go against them and make a video about them, berate them. It is what it is. It is what it, like, and what more? And I have called out the people that are near me that say it, right? I have. But what else? What more do you want me to do? A lot of them I cut them off. A lot of them I don't hang out with them. There's a few that I do hang out with. For everything else that they do, it is what it is. Let's reverse the roles. He loves the C word. He loves it. He rips it. He loves spamming the C word. It's his thing, right? So how come
the C
I have
word?
to hold everybody accountable at the.
Wait, what's the C word? I'm confused. Is he talking about cunt? There's no way he's talking about cunt, right? Like, that's not bad. I know I'm Aussie, so, you know, it's sort of in my dialect. But, what? He can't be talking, he's not talking, there's no way he's referring to cunt as the C word, right? There's no way he's too scared to say that on his stream, right? Kurwa? I don't know what that is. I know he's not Aussie. I know he's not. I know he's not. I know he's got to give it. I don't think that's true. I think the C pass is just like actively available to anybody who isn't a massive fucking pussy. Oh, it's just you just described fuck. Oh, whore, Kura, female people. I don't understand. What's the issue with this word? Prostitute, whore, bitch, slut, whore. Okay. Loathsome. What? I don't see the issue with that word. I really don't. It's a, yeah, what the fuck? I don't understand. Yeah, what? What? Yeah, I don't, yeah, anyway.
Cancel them. I do more in that regard than everybody else around him or himself. And somehow I'm in the wrong.
I think it's cunt. It's gotta be, like, right? There's no other C word.
He just kind of wants everyone to glaze him 24/7. He wants to like keep his little echo chamber, which is basically why he just hates XQC in general, because his chat actually hates on Hasan all the time. Also, XQC provides some level of pushback, and he's too big and successful to ever be influenced by Hasan. So he never has to like suck up to him, never has to appease him, and it probably drives like Hasan pretty crazy, considering most people around him are like orbiters, right? Who are forced to like suck up to him at every chance.
It's refreshing.
Then he talks about like TOS and getting banned on streaming platforms.
Bro, these days I don't give. People say TOS this, TOS that. Let's be honest. Okay, like people have banned TOS to the fucking crisp these days. I don't give a fuck anymore, brother. Like I
was making a joke that he can't say the C word, so I said a K word because humor is a government style. Oh, I thought you were saying that was the word he was using, and that's why I got confused. Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, my brain isn't working at full speed.
Nudity, out the window. Most TOS, generally, threats, doxing, these are out the window. Most, like, actual fun, like, core, foundational TOS.
They're setting a horrible precedent.
Like, it's completely whatever. So I don't know why I should be, oh my god, I'm gonna get bad if I do this. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care.
Right, so translation there, I don't know if I...
Basically, Hasan has now set a precedent that the TOS doesn't need to be followed, so now larger streamers are going to be like, well, we don't need to follow it anymore. This is exactly what I was fucking talking about. He set a precedent, and now because Twitch hasn't done anything, it's just going to make it worse. I hate TOS. I don't hate TOS. I hate that the TOS isn't being enforced fairly. It isn't being enforced properly. They're cherry picking who the TOS applies to. That's the issue. And then I hate Hasan because of him supporting terrorists and nothing happening. But it is, again, it's more of an anger and hatred towards Twitch. Because it's Twitch that has handled this situation as poorly as humanly possible, and are continuing to handle it as poorly as humanly possible. Like, I don't understand what's running through their heads at Twitch to make them think, yeah, boys, this is it. This is a good idea. Like, holy fuck, guys. Like, we get it. You're Amazon's fucking loss leader and you're only there for tax purposes. But at what point is Amazon going to say, nah, you're not worth the controversy. You're not worth the fucking brand connection. Get the fuck out of here.
Subtitles or whatever. But basically, this is the attitude everyone is going to start having, where they don't actually care about the rules anymore. Because if they see people like Hasan get away with this stuff, they just can't be asked to care anymore.
It's corpo and main medias have transformed consumer content as well as consumer taste to be more advert friendly. Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of hard to not when you've got adverts being shoved down your throat that are targeted every 5 fucking seconds. Of course, you're going to become more like numb to the fucking ads and shit like that. Like, it's unfortunate. It is very corporate, but at the end of the day, they're not being advert friendly. Like, that's the thing. They're pushing away advert. I'm talking about ads? What do you mean? how media's turned corpo. Media's always been corpo. It's always been run by fucking people with biases. It's always been. Oh, you mean like internet media? Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I get what you mean. Yeah. Like Mr. Beast, Ludwig, right? Like how they're sort of like corpo creators. We need to get rid of the corpse. I completely agree. Where like David Martinez or like V. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm a massive Cyberpunk fan. I've actually, wait, hold up. I've got a samurai jacket. How people can't even say, yeah, they can't say suicide. Like the thing with words, right? You can't cherry pick which words are acceptable. Okay? You can't be like, oh, you can't say this word, you can't say that word, but this word's okay. They're either all okay or they're either all not okay. You can't pick and choose. No word, the people are giving the words the power. Okay? Have you read the book? I haven't read the books or played the board game. But the people are giving power to these words. At the end of the day, if you don't respond, you don't react, those words have no fucking power. I don't understand how that's so fucking hard to grasp. Anyway, I think that no word should be policed. I think you should be able to say anything, but context matters, obviously. Like, I don't think fucking white people should be using nigger in a derogatory way. Simple as that. I don't think they should be using slurs or anything like that in a derogatory way. But at the end of the day, I think if it's in a satire, it's towards somebody that knows the intent and the context. Who fucking cares? Anyway, I'm going to go piss real quick and then we'll get back. Right.
Why bother following the rules when they aren't even enforced properly? And this
is
literally obviously going to have crazy legal ramifications for Twitch, because if other people start getting banned for the exact same shit Hassan did, then they're going to have a case against Twitch for unequal enforcement. And I'm telling you, it's coming. Eventually, there's going to be a class action lawsuit against Twitch.
It's going to be a massive lawsuit. It's going to set a fucking horrible precedent, and it's going to potentially destroy a lot of creators. And I don't think people realize how this actually affects streaming and content creation as a whole. They think it's just like, oh no, you're just like covering this drama because, you know, it's Hassan, it's this, it's that. No, I'm covering it because it affects my future, and it's going to affect how I make my moves when it comes to content creation and streaming in the future. And anybody who is a content creator or even a consumer needs to be aware of what's going on so that they can start like preparing for Twitch to be destroyed and for Twitch to go down and moving to other platforms to follow their favorite creators, such as Kick, such as fucking YouTube. I can't believe I'm saying Kick, but like honestly, Kick is better than fucking Twitch. Twitch is easier, it has more options, but Kick is like so, like, I don't know. Streaming on Kick is so much smoother, it's so much better with the emotes. It doesn't give as much information, doesn't have as much integration yet, but it's coming along. Like, they've done more in their short amount of time they've been around than I think Twitch has in their entire existence, especially because of like how much Twitch has started to fuck around. And now they've started to grow and capitalize on Twitch fucking around. But anyway, that was me reacting to another morepegasus video. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Another beautiful video. Can't wait to see what happens next. And hopefully it is a lawsuit. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I go live every day from 2 p.m. EST, and hopefully I'll catch you there sometime. Anyway, peace out and have a good day.